Are you listening?
Welcome to the Nerf Report. Happy Friday. My name is Bryant, and for today's show, let's talk about PlayStation and this huge interview with the head of PlayStation Studios, Herman Hulst. And I find this all very interesting because if you were to look at the launch of the PlayStation 4 and compare that to the launch of the PlayStation 5, PlayStation as a company has definitely evolved. They now have a player base of over 111 million players. They are home to a commanding library of first-party exclusives, and in many ways, they have become less braggadocious and instead let their actions speak for them more than interviews or press events. And because of that, when we get interviews like this with Herman Hulst, it's kind of a big deal. And probably one of the biggest takeaways that I had from this interview was just the sheer size that PlayStation Studios has become. Like, we know PlayStation has games like Uncharted, God of War, Horizon, and The Last of Us. However, currently there are over 25 titles actively in development for the PlayStation platform, with half of them being brand new IPs and the other half of IPs being set in franchises that PlayStation fans have come to love and adore. And while we do know some details about these games, like the stuff that Jade Raymond and Haven are working on, or the new multiplayer game that Firewalk Studios is making, this interview also gave us an update on studios like Sony Bend, who previously worked on the fantastic Days Gone video game. According to Herman Hulst, Sony Bend is actively developing a brand new IP for PlayStation that expands upon the deep open world systems that they developed with Days Gone. And granted, 90% of those titles are probably years away from ever seeing the light of day, but Herman Hulst also gave us an update on the development, challenges, and potential delays surrounding two of Sony's biggest upcoming titles. In fact, Hulst said, Horizon, we think we are on track to release this holiday season, but that isn't quite certain yet, and we're working as hard as we can to confirm that to you as soon as we can. And for God of War, the project started a little later, so we've made the decision to push that game out to next year to ensure that Santa Monica Studios can deliver the amazing God of War game that we all want to play. With these things, something's gotta give. It cannot be the quality of our titles, and it surely won't be the health or the well-being of our amazing team. Now, going into the PlayStation 5, one of the biggest conversations was the generational break that the PS5 represents. It was expected by many that as soon as the PS5 arrived, support for the PlayStation 4 would immediately stop. However, according to Hulst, you can't build a community of over 110 million PlayStation 4 owners and then just walk away from it, right? I think that'd be bad news for the fans of PlayStation 4, and frankly, not very good business. Where it makes sense to develop a title for both PS4 and PS5, for Horizon Forbidden West, the next God of War, Gran Turismo 7, we'll continue looking at that. That being said, it's also very important to have showpieces for the PlayStation 5, hence the development of Returnal and Ratchet that are exclusive to the PS5. And the final big takeaway from all of this was PlayStation discussing their ongoing support of PC games, in which it was made very clear that while PC is an avenue that the company is still actively pursuing, PlayStation consoles will still remain the best place to play PlayStation titles at launch, leaving me to believe that we will still continue to see console exclusivity, with PlayStation exclusives coming to PC platforms 6 to 12 months after the launch of the game. I guess to wrap all of this up, what do you think about the news coming from PlayStation? Was there one story that stood out to you the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, which who wouldn't, hit the subscribe button right there. And while you're down there, hit the like button. Maybe even consider becoming a Nerf Report best friend, just like the people listed down below did. In fact, don't you want to see your name there? I know I do.